What's up, guys? How are you guys doing? In this video, I'm going to do a tier list and just going to give you idea of what character you guys should be looking to get in the future, okay, after the anniversary and stuff. Of course, it's also going to include the anniversary characters, okay? And this in this tier list, I am just going to go over the newer character kits because they're new and you guys might not know what they do. But the older character, I'm not going to go over because they're like 50 characters and let's go just go take too long, okay? If I go through each. Okay, so we're just gonna go over the newer character, okay? But yeah, to start things off, I'm just gonna show you guys the tier list right here. We have Honored One, which means the most broken character. We are almost OP. We are great, good, and then trash. Trash being the lamest character, okay? The weakest one, okay? So yeah, to start things off, we're just gonna go to Sukuna and Gojo. They're the weakest ones right here. They're absolutely broken characters, okay? If you guys don't have one or the other, you guys are gonna be missing out big time. Okay, this guy is the number one base support. This guy is the number one defense. Okay, these two are just best friends, and if you use these two together, that's like the most broken team. Okay, so because you can use actually opposing domains and just nuke the entire enemy. Okay, Sukuna, if you guys already know, this guy can do the entire floor stages by himself. If you have him +5, and yeah, he's broken. Okay, absolutely broken character. So yeah, these two, don't miss them out. Okay, if you guys are able to get both of them, congrats. If you can only get one, I would say get Gojo just because he's universal and he's very good for basically everything. Okay, and I'll say Sukuna because he's blue and we don't have blue unique characters that do like damage besides Gojo. And Gojo's kind of lame, guys. He's yeah, he fall off, man. Actually, I'll put him right here for now. Yeah, this guy fell off, man. And yeah, but yeah, again, if you guys can only get one, I'll say Gojo, and you guys can miss out on Sukuna because you guys can get where's Jogo? Jogo actually became one of the strongest characters. So you guys can substitute Sukuna with Gojo if you guys can't get Sukuna for some reason. Okay, but yeah. So these two are gonna be broken. Of course, I already did it. Jogo became really strong, guys. With the new buffs, he could multiple taps in a turn. His ultimate gives him like 200% crit buff. He could do debuffs that does like damage, continuous damage every turn. And yeah, he just becomes really strong, especially with HP potential unlocked, bro. This guy absolutely became really strong, guys. What I mean by HP potential is this thing right here. There's a new upgrade system they added, um, and it's this thing right here. This thing right here, guys. When it says HP potential, guys, I'm also going to include those characters. It made them like, let's say, 5 times better with this potential, okay? So the thing is really broken. As you guys can see, Gojo Ultimate gets buffed by unlocking his potential, and he gets a lot more stuff, okay? So he's absolutely broken character. Especially with the buffs and the HP potential, yeah, you guys can substitute Jogo with Sukuna, but if you guys can't get Sukuna, I would say get him, bro. He's an insane character, okay? Of course, Gojo, you guys already know what he does. He fell off. He's not that good anymore, guys. So hopefully they could buff him at some point, but yeah, he's not that good, guys. Yuji, gonna go up here as well. He's an amazing single target DPS, especially for yellow. But if you guys have Tinjo, you guys do not need him, okay? Tijo and Gojo, I mean Yuji, they are really good yellow DPS characters. So yeah, and of course he also can help you with doing black flashes in like certain tower stages. So if you guys need somebody that does black flash, Yuji is pretty good. I think in global he's probably the strongest DPS character. But, but again, if you guys don't have Tinjo, you guys don't need him. Okay. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Another one I am going to put up here is Muta. This guy is absolutely cracked, guys. His damage is insane, and yeah, he's just broken, guys. Okay, this guy he can stack up a Mekamaru stack that lets him do like 10,000 damage, guys. And with that, he could do so much freaking damage, guys. This guy is absolutely cracked. Okay, so I'll put him right here. Of course, Gojo goes up here as well. He's pretty good. You guys already know what he does. He's absolutely broken character. Okay. Toji goes up here as well. Yuta goes up here as well. These two. Yeah, yes, already know what they do. They're really good. Green Megami also gonna go up here. Green Megami is actually really good. I'll put him right here. He's a really good debuffer and supporter guy. For DPS, he's not that good, but for support and debuff, he's really good, especially for green characters, okay? Because he can buff Mono Team pretty nicely. And he also has the jokes that he summons and they do follow-up attack whenever any of your characters attack. The chance for them to attack, which means extra damage. And yeah, he's absolutely broken character, okay? But he's not similar to this guy's level right here. So I'll put him right here. Another one is with Geto. Geto goes up here. With a new boss, this guy became one of the strongest debuffers. Guys. Amazing, amazing character. I'm also going to put Green Geto right here. These two are really good guys. Very, very good characters. Megami goes up here as well, because Megami is really good. He's absolutely broken, guys. You guys already know what he does. He's with domain expansion and first skill debuff is the most broken debuff ever. This guy can give you like 200+% damage boost to your entire team just by using domain expansion and spamming the first skill. And another one, this is a newer character, Maki. So what she does is her damage is really good, and she can spam her ultimate a lot, guys. Basically, her entire skills give her a boost to her ultimate charge rate, and she can just spam ultimate. And her ultimate does pretty good damage. She buffs herself with crit, because she buffs herself with damage. Yeah, she's an amazing, amazing blue character, okay? But again, if you guys have Jogo and Sukuna, yeah, skip her, guys. You guys do not need to, okay? But she's a pretty decent character here. She's probably, I'll say she does more damage than Gojo, I think, in my opinion. But yeah, she's pretty good. Another one that goes up here is with yeah, here. Bam. Amazing support character. You guys already know what he has. He's a certificate blinders. Gives you insane damage boost. And he also buffs you every turn from his passive. And he blinds as well. Yeah, this guy's absolutely broken, guys, okay? He's probably the best yellow support right here. Especially for yellow team, he's one of the best support right here. So an amazing, amazing character. Shoko, I'm gonna put her up here. Shoko, what she does is she heals, she gives damage boost, and she also debuffs, and she also removes debuffs from your character. Her second skill is a heal, and her passive is an AoE heal, very similar to Yuta's passive, where she heals every turn if the characters are below 40% health. Okay, so she's an amazing, amazing supporter here. But of course, she's also kind of specific for yellow team, but you guys also can use her universality just for the heal, and she also gives damage boost. I think she gets like around 40% damage boost. That's pretty decent. I'll put Yuki right here. The reason I put him up here is because Yuki is very similar to our version, where both of them give you damage boost. They give you curse energy boost, but this one can't stand. But in my opinion, guys, our Yuki is actually better than him, just because you can use him for universality, and his curse energy you get from our Yuki is actually more than this guy. Okay, and of course, another one is like this guy cannot give himself a curse energy buff, which is kind of lame. Okay, but the Aryuki can't do that. So yeah, Aryuki is better than him, but he's a pretty decent. Toge gonna go up here, and this Toge also gonna go up here. Where is it? Yeah, this Toge. The reason I put this Toge here is he's a DPS character. Basically, he have a thing called curse speech, where whenever you use the third skill, he can stack up curse speech debuff on enemy, and he does more damage based on the curse speech. Those things stack up to like 6 times, I think, and he does like 300 more damage if you have 60 stacks on the enemy. And his third skill and ultimate is AoE, pretty decent, but his damage is not that crazy, guys. Especially if you have Toji, Yuta, another one is like freaking, what is Mai right here? Mai also gonna go up here. if you guys have Yuji, yeah, you guys do not need him. He's not a good DPS, okay. But for AoE, if you just want somebody that does AoE damage and kill like minions, mobs faster, he's pretty good. But yeah, he's not that crazy. Blue Blue Toge is the issue I have with him is that his debuffs are very specific to blue team guys. You can't use the debuffs with any other type guys. It has to be a blue type characters, which is why I put him below. If he was universal, I'll put him right here. This guy debuffs are actually insane, but he's very specific to blue team guys. So that's why I put him here. Uh, Anyways, let's put some in the trust here. I'll put him right here. He's not that good. He freaking sucks, guys. Let's just get the bottom ones out of the way. UG, go up here. You go up here. You go up here. Up here as well. Yeah, all these characters, they kind of suck, guys. Let's be honest. Megami was pretty decent with the buffs. He's specifically for blue team, but you have Toge, guys. You guys have Toge. You guys have Kato. Like these two do the job way better than him, but he's not that good, guys. Even with the buffs, he's not that good. Maki did get STP buff, but yeah, her damage still kind of ass, guys. He's not that good. Okay. Yuji also not that good. He didn't get any SCP potential unlocked. He didn't get any of this. He didn't get this. Yeah, which is why he still sucks, guys. Okay, so yeah, not that good, guys. Nanami, I'll put right here. Like I said, if you guys have Zone Yuji, you guys do not need him, but he's stand-up banner. He's pretty decent character. And he could be a good substitute for Zone Yuji because he also does Black Flashes. If you need somebody that does Black Flash, he does pretty good Black Flashes, right? But yeah, I'll put him there. Panda goes up here as well. Not that good. I was gonna put Toki somewhere originally. I'll put him right here. Actually, it's fine. Yeah, he's not that good. Maito, he goes up here. Pretty good character. Hanami also goes up here. She's one of the best sustained characters for your team. With her third skill, the enemy basically do like zero damage if you stack this thing up 3 times. So yeah, she could save the entire team. Okay. Oh, and I forgot to go over Mai. Mai is an amazing character for follow-up team guys. Her follow-up damage is actually kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie. And it's every follow-up, which is pretty good. Yeah, she's kind of crazy. I'm not gonna. Yeah, again, if you have her too, you guys do not need to. That's what I'm down there. But yeah, Mai is really, really strong character. Okay. Uh, Saki, I think she becomes pretty decent. I think. So I'll put her right here. I think. Where is the green? Yeah, you go up here. She's kind of ass. Okay. Nobara, I'll put it right here. Nobara also got the HP potential unlocked. They basically buffed her passive and ultimate. Her ultimate got more damage, and she also gives damage increase to your team for yellow team in specific. But yeah, it's not that crazy. But yeah, it's pretty decent. You know? Junpei, guy, Junpei actually became one of the best, a sleeper guy. He got a sleeper build. That's great. This guy can sustain your team in higher tower stage because his second skill basically taunts, and he also puts damage immune on himself. So you don't take damage, but taunts, and the enemy would just attack him, but he don't take damage. So you can just keep spamming his second skill and protect your entire team. This guy is absolutely kind of strong actually. I'm not gonna lie. He's very good. Mai, an amazing DPS character, guys. Yeah, so many good raid cards, guys. Like I told you, Yuta, Mai. Mai got. I forgot her name, bro. That's crazy. Yeah, that's true. Mimi. Got the how do I up? Okay, Mimi. You got Mai. You got Toji. You got Yuta. Yeah, raid is kind of popping up, guys. She's really, really strong. Uh, DPS character. She's very selfish. She basically her second skills buffs her crit and damage. Her first skills, third skill, and ultimate is just damage. She doesn't do any crazy debuffs or anything. But her second skill can debuff the enemy and buff herself. So it's very similar to Green Gojo's second skill, her second skill. So yeah, he's a really, really good DPS character, guys. Okay. Um, where's Toto right here? Toto actually going up here. He's very good. His best friend buff is actually kind of cracked, guys. So yeah, the Prince buff you get from his best friend buff, especially the new buffed version with Toto, is very good, guys. Okay. And we have Miguel also going to go up here. Miguel is terrible character, guys, but his card, the card that comes with it, are really, really good, guys. Okay, his card is a really, really strong card. Um, I already went over this a while ago when I did a tier list, but I'm sure you guys what I mean. It's a start. We're gonna go to limited right here. This card right here, guys. This one. This card is so good, man. So it says when command skill or ultimate skill is activated, increase all allies use status by 20%. So that's a 20% buff to your entirety. And at the start of the battlefield, all allies automatically hit by 200. Yeah, this card is so good, man. So that's the only reason you would summon on Miguel banner, guys. The character is so bad, guys. Not that good. Ino. Okay. So the Ino is very similar to Miguel, guys. Not that good character. He is not that good, guys. Okay. He's supposed to be a DPS character, but his damage is kind of terrible, guys. Okay. Let me show you guys what he does. You guys already know what he does, I think, but let me just show you guys. Yeah, this guy is kind of disappointing, man. So his first skill, deal 150 damage to select enemy. In Spirit Turtle status, change the skill in Fate. Yeah, change the skill Fate into Siding Strike. Percentage is 0. Deal 450 melee damage to the select enemy 3 hits. Increase on damage dealt increased by 20%. So the Spirit Turtle status is you get that by doing this third skill right here. Inputs Spirit Turtle status to sub. This thing lasts 4 turns. So when he's in this status, he basically can use his second skill and first skill, or second skill. He can use it multiple times, guys. So it's very similar to zone status, where he can move twice in a turn. Guys. So that's basically his gimmick right here. So that's what activates it. So every 4 turns, you use that, and then you guys can spam second. You guys also can use ultimate right here with the second skill. So yeah, he's a very good character when it comes to that kind of stuff, but his damage is not that good, man. That's the only issue. So it says in Spirit Turtle status, if there's enemy attack, there's 20% chance for that. Decrease on damage dealt by 30%. It cannot be removed or weakened. Decrease on ultimate skill charging rate by 20%. So yeah, this is what you want to start with. You start with this, and then you can spam his second skill and stuff. So, but yeah, like I said, his damage is not that good, guys. And yeah, his gimmick is nothing new. Yeah, there's so much better blue units to do damage with, guys. So yeah, not that good character, guys. Um, Green Monkey, I'm gonna put her right here. She's actually pretty decent DPS character. Yeah, she basically does damage. She buffs her crit and damage dealt. She has full melee damage, of course. And yeah, she's very similar to like Mei, whereas just do damage. You gonna go right here. All of these are actually not that good, yes. Her counters stay good, but like yeah. One another thing, this Novar actually pops up, guys, with a new. She got a SP unleashed skill, and that made her kind of broken. I'm not gonna lie, guys. Let me show you guys what I mean. Right. Yeah, her damage, her with this Novar, the biggest issue I had with her, her third skill, curse energy cost is so high, guys. It's like it costs 50 to just do that in once, guys. And they fixed that with the new SP buffs, guys. I'll show you guys what I mean. Because the main thing you guys focus with this character is her second skill and third skill. That's her main damage source. So her first skill right here, deal 90% range reduce damage to all enemy. It's AoE. And inflate all enemies to nail count. Increase all enemies nail count by 1%. Increase all enemies reduce damage received by 14%. So that's what you need to pay attention to, right? So whenever she uses her second skill, she applies the nails on the enemy, and you do more damage based on the nails. And her third skill is basically Yellow Novara's ultimate, right? And what it does is increase all damage dealt by 470%, which is pretty big, right? She just increases her damage by 200, just like that, bro. Kind of crazy. The higher the enemy's nail count, the greater the damage boost, up to 942% with 11 nails count. So you apply nails using this, and you just nuke with this, okay? Um, and the damage for this is 376 range damage to enemies with nail count. So if you use this with third skill, that's AoE 376 damage to everyone. So it's pretty good. And she also removes all nail counts. But the main thing you guys need to pay attention is right here. As you can see, this is before the HP potential unleashed, okay? It costs 50% curse energy, 50 curse energy to just cast this once, bro, which is really bad against. But now that should go down to 25, which is crazy, man. And it also changes the value of curse energy cost based on all enemies in the account. So what this means is if you have more nail counters, the curse energy cost increases because you go to more damage basically. But if you have less nails, it goes down. So 1 to 4 nail counters does 25% damage. 5 to 9 nail counters does 14. And then 10 or more nail counters, it goes to back to 50 right here. So yeah. So it's better to use her with lower nails if you want to spawn the skill. But if you want to just nuke, max the nail counters and then just nuke, right? And they also increased. This is the same. It's a 270% damage boost. It's the same, but the damage went kind of crazy fast. So deals 400. Before it was only 376. So deal 400 reduce damage to enemies with nail count. Increase enemy reduce damage received by 12%. Before it was only she didn't have that before. See, she did not have that before, but now they gave her damage increase by 12%. There's the enemy nail count. The grade has a quick boost up to 25. So if you have more nails on the enemy, this goes from 12 to 25. And this applies to your entire team, but they have to be raid type stats, which is pretty decent. That's a pretty big buff, so it makes sense. And her ultimate is basically deal melee combined damage equal to 600 damage and 770 reduce damage to select enemy. Increase the select enemy nail count by 1. Of course, her ultimate also gives her nail counters, pretty good, but with the ACP buff, right here, they also buffed her passive right here, which is the zone outburst. When Black Flash is performed, increase all jutsu stats by 45%, which is pretty big. And recover on curse by 15. And now, zone outburst, when Black Flash is performed, increase all jutsu stats by 45. 8 times, right? That was 6 turns, it went up to 8 turns. And it also give her increase on damage dealt increase by 25. So she becomes one of the best nuker guys for rating class. Yes, that's insane. Okay, that's insane amount of buff right here. So yeah, that's why I put her up here. Okay. Momo, she goes up here. Really good character, right? Uh, Green Anni, he got HP buff, so he is even better doing damage right now. So yeah, the HP buff basically he buffed his ultimate and his passive, which gave him more damage dealt increase, which is pretty decent. Nanami, I'll put him right here. This Nanami is pretty decent. Panda goes up here. Nobara, I'll put her right here. She's not that good, guys. She was very similar to Yellow Nobara, but Yellow Nobara is better now because she got the speed potential unlocked, but she didn't. So yeah. Yuji, I'll put Yuji on the top of good. Okay, Yuji is actually pretty decent. His damage is crazy. Of course, he did get the speed potential as well, and that's buffed his damage on his outfit, pretty much, and his second skill, which gave him more damage and more crit buff. And yeah, more chances to do black flash as well. But yeah, and nine actually, okay, I'll put him right here. He's actually pretty decent. Make a more. I'll put them. Yeah, I can't go up here actually. Yeah. So this is pretty much the tier list that I got for you guys. Okay. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about this. And yeah, if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. And yeah, thank you guys. Bye bye.